Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoimala, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwat that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson. Praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. I wanted to touch on this article in the New York Post. Elon Musk asked if the IRS should be deleted after agency begs for $20 billion. Here's how ex-users responded. So this guy done basically a poll and, just pretty much overall collecting data on you dumbasses. But a lot of people, you can see that a lot of people, they're not with, what's going on in the world right now, man. It's a lot of uproars of the people and shit. Because I'm watching Euro News right now, as you can see in the backdrop, you know what I'm saying? And it's, this is Euro News, so it's all basically European people. And, really in reality, they're Edomites. That's their biblical nationality. And everywhere this man goes, it's just uproars in the world, man. And here's this cathedral with all this goddamn idolatry in there. They rebuilt after it burnt down. And you can clearly see all them bullshit ass statues in the backdrop. White Jesus, white Mary, and all that other bullshit. But here you go, right here. Here's protests right here. Thousands of Georgians protest against Kabach, that's halt to EU bid. Because they was, I guess, those people in Georgia, Russia, right there. They want to be Americans. So by this guy not allowing them to get off into the EU right off, talking about waiting until 2028, to bring up the talks on it again, I guess. As you can see, they water spraying their asses down. But those people in Georgia, they want to be more American. That's what, Esau, he calls this discord among brethren. That's what he does. Because, those people are no more than Russians themselves. Look at this woman. She talking about they're going against European people. But that will never happen because European people would never let this happen. A bunch of damn women, man. See, they get that ability to get abroad over there. She don't know that it's better for her to be a part of Russia. For her people. For the safety of her as a woman. You know what I'm saying? But they get that ability to get abroad because of these damn Americans. See, here's another woman. They will not receive any funding from the EU, which means they will block hundreds of millions devoted Georgian civil society and media. They're going to suffocate whatever pockets of freedom are left in our country. See? You see that woman, she wants that freedom. That's who they, the ones that's really out there on the bullshit. But anyway, let's get some of this right here real quick. Just to show you this place is falling apart. Let me grab one quick scripture though real fast while we set this thing up. Yeah, man, this place is through. Happy about it too, man. Can't wait to see this motherfucker go ahead and fall. Nosedive, man. Here's another one. Unions marching and all kinds of shit. A bunch of damn women. A bunch of, rights and shit for the LGBT. See, the majority of working women and men have salaries that do not even reach 1,500 euros. We're talking about public servants, teachers, professors, factory workers. With this budget law, the situation will worsen for workers. So see, the people are starting to come up and say, man, hey, look, fuck y'all, man. The people are, they're pissed right now. They're not getting out of the world what their greedy ass 1%ers are getting. Staff shortages have forced healthcare sector to hire nurses from abroad. See, that right there is all chaos. There's no way. Here's another woman. For these reasons, low salaries, immigrating abroad precisely because salaries are low. Well, you should have your ass at home and not be worrying about no salary. When things were at a point of men going to work, the woman being at home, things were ran a lot smoother, man. This man done duped y'all into believing that, you women, you should have the same rights as men, and now you out here fussing about every goddamn thing. Now you got the housing and immigration shit going on over here in Ireland. That seems to go on everywhere. The so-called white man is somewhere with a border telling people who can come in and who can't come in, and it's going to strain our resources. It's going to do this, it's going to do that, as if they're the only people on the, that should be able to live on the planet comfortably. And they're not even living comfortably. That's what all this uproars and shit is about. Okay, Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That's what's going on. Wicked people are running the earth, man. So-called white man, wicked as fuck, bro. And what the hell does Elon Musk have to do with the, some politics, man? Where they about to set this guy up where he can possibly, have the power to shut down some shit, or to that magnitude. Okay, but it says billionaire Elon Musk asked social media users Wednesday if the Internal Revenue Service should be deleted, a day after a top Biden-Harris administration official urged Congress to give the federal agency $20 billion. It's just like it's all these fucking places getting raises, police stations getting raises, federal, just everybody. When it comes to the government, all the money is being put towards that shit. They're not even helping the citizens out to even fucking, have proper work to actually put funding into those establishments, man. That shit is crazy. The IRS just said it wants $20 billion more money. Who will co-lead informal Department of Government Efficiency under President-elect? Oh yeah, Donald Musk. This is what he's supposed to be doing. I get whatever. Says he'll co-lead informal Department of Government Efficiency under President-elect Donald Trump. The world's richest person then asks users for their thoughts on the tax authority's budget situation. Well, why don't you give them fucking $20 billion, nigga? You got it. Since you're the richest man in the world, which we know is a damn lie. He might be one of the richer ones that they showed, his face. But we already know who in the backdrop, man. He's a welfare case to the ones in the backdrop that's really running shit. It says, do you think the budget should be increased, the same, decreased, deleted? Musk asks in a poll. So when people be joining in on these polls, they're just doofy as hell. Because they're doing nothing but, just collecting, information and data from your dumb ass. More than 60% of ex-users prefer having the IRS budget deleted. So see, these people, they're not with it no more. They're like, man, look, y'all don't care about us. Fuck that. You're not doing anything with the infrastructure. The roads are horrible most places you go. Bridges and shit collapsing. It's just a bunch of old ass shit. Old ass pipes. They just sent me a letter in the mail talking about lead pipes and this, that, and the third. The ship could be coming through the faucet, you know what I'm saying? And they digging up all over the city trying to, get rid of lead. Esau and his system, man, of his smartness. Everything is falling apart in this place. But it says only 3.9% said federal agency budget should remain the same. And that's low compared to 60% of people. 5.6% felt it deserved more money. I don't know why. 29.9% said the IRS budget should be decreased. So it's either, hey, there you have it. That they letting you know, hey, no, we don't want no parts of this shit no more. Let it go. Because they're not giving you no opportunity to actually pay no taxes. They done set up a system where they actually stealing shit from your ass on a week-to-week basis. If you was actually paying something, that would be you actually making the effort to make the payment. Not like, before you get your damn check, they done already dipped into it. You don't even know what you made yet. But they got a portion of it already. That shit is retarded, man. With no, you don't get nothing for it, man. Especially us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We don't get nothing for the shit they taking from us, man. Sending our shit to to represent fucking countries that's, fighting for LGBTQ and shit, and just war after war after war. Like, man, we don't have nothing to do with none of that shit, man. Right? But it says the Tesla CEO tweets follows Treasury Department Deputy Secretary Wally Adeyemo, and I'm not sure if he's not sure if this guy's a Hamite or not. He might be a damn Hamite. Because, they will throw those so-called, them damn Africans in the mix and make it seem like they're a so-called black person. Like, see, we gave you a chance. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Okay, but it says he's making a desperate public plea for billions of dollars in more funding for the IRS. I thought y'all should have supposed to have been hiring motherfuckers, training them with guns and all kinds of shit. We already know if they training them with them guns, they coming to tap on your door with the barrel, man. the IRS, You don't give these people the permission to just gun people down, man, if they don't have the taxes, man. The IRS is going to potentially have to make dramatic decisions about stopping hiring and starting to budget for a world in which they don't have 20 billion, which will stop a lot of their progress. He told the reporters, if they don't get the 20 billion that is at risk, they would run out of enforcement money at the current pace sometimes in fiscal year 2025. Enforcement money, right? Enforcement money for what? To enforce you, because people trying to get all around that shit. It's all kinds of schemes and scams going on. People don't really want to pay their fair share because America's a greedy ass place. It's all caught up on just greed. So when your top government people are greedy as hell and you just taking from the people gonna try and find a way to get around it. Because had you asked people, let's just say maybe 60 or so years ago, 50 or so years ago, when people that generation, when they had a different outlook on government and shit like that. Not to say that it's ever been honest, but a person would generally say, well, yeah, we do need better roads. We need funding for schools. We need funding for just to make the society better. So the average person is not going to disagree to that, but it's just like, okay, you're overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? You're being so goddamn greedy. It's like, come on, man. It's like you want too much. What's going on with what you have? That should be far more than enough. But here's the guy. They got him on Front Street, right? The massive shortfall appears to be the result of text included in a stopgap congressional legislation passed in September to keep the federal government funded until December 20th. Congressional Republicans have tucked $20 billion IRS enforcement cut into the government funding legislation, according to the Wall Street Journal. H.I.M urged Congress to unlock the $20 billion in funds for the IRS in the upcoming budget battle, claiming that without the money, some $140 billion would be added to the national debt by way of thousands of fewer audits for the wealthy and large corporations. Now, why will Elon Musk want you to be doing an audit on his ass, or Jeff Bezos, or any of these corporations for that matter? So you can see right there that it's a conflicted damn interest right there. You know what I'm saying? These people are not paying no taxes like that. They run all that shit down on the regular citizen. Musk and DOGE or Dodge co-leader Vivek Ramaswamy intend to use the new Trump administration initiative to slash government spending. The SpaceX founder and ex-owner has already pledged to cut the bloated federal budget by at least $2 trillion. The head of the Committee for the Responsible Budget, Federal Budget, a nonprofit that advocates for fiscal restraint, joined H.I.M on the call and backed his plea. Given the fiscal situation, we deeply hope there is no backsliding in the coming months and years with rescinding, diverting, repealing any of the revenue that is going to effectively into the IRS to help with tax collection. Man. Her group identified $20 billion in potential savings Wednesday by reversing President Biden's directive limiting use of IRS enforcement funding. So there you have it, man. Then when you go into the comment boards, you're going, people, you can just see that people are disgruntled, man. They're not with it no more. They know that they're being fucked over. Now, and actually, they're starting to see that they're being fucked over by Trump. Get one in the apocrypha real quick. But yeah, man, it's, I'll be watching these little news channels in the backdrop, man. I'll be looking at some of that shit. Like, this place is crazy as hell. This is Ecclesiasticus 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And that's what we're witnessing right now, man. It's real simple. And again, you see all those uproars of the people and shit. It's all kinds of nations just out, people just firebombing the goddamn, parliament, and just they everywhere, man. It's not going too good for the Edomites, man. And we're praying for the increase, that they asses suffer more. 2 Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's coming, man. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So these people don't have no problems, man, running up and firebombing the goddamn mayor's house, or the whoever's in charge, because I was just watching the elder in Kansas City, and he was going off into a lesson as to how all these people that Trump been picking, they all been getting all these goddamn bomb threats and shit like that, because a lot of these people that voted for Trump, they're now starting to see that the picks that he's picking is not going to benefit them. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what's really going on? He didn't rally on all this other stuff, and then now he gets there and he's doing something different. And see, these people have no idea, man. It's gonna send Esau and these Americas right through the goddamn roof. They can't take that kind of pressure. It says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And they can cut down anything, as far as road routes at any point that they want, man. All they got to do, roll down with the military, block off some shit, throw up some of them big ass brick barricades and shit. Them barricades that they use, when there's about to be a protest or some shit. Big ass military cannon, water cannon trucks on the streets and shit, with some firing squads on top of some rooftops and shit. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, because it's about to be some great tribulation about to come along, man. And that sword is that modern day gun, and Esau is expert with it. That's his gift. So, just be looking for, some things to change, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said again, I'm just be another little segment, this Brussels with love bullshit, and they go through a lot of silly shit too, trying to see how people feel about certain shit, because it's just shit. It's never ending, man, with Esau, man. This motherfucker coming up with a law every day. Something different every day. The law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures are simple. It's not that many of them like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like 613 of them. But we talking about Esau. This motherfucker got, man, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands. This man got millions of laws. He actually sits and writes laws every day. A new bill. We're amending this. We're doing that. We're doing this. We're doing that. But yet they supposedly be Christian nations. All these people got their hands on the Bible. I don't care which European country you go to. They're all Christians, basically, man. They're not Muslims. They're not Buddhists. They're not, they're all the ones with the scriptures. But they don't run the countries with the scriptures, man. If they just ran the countries with the scriptures, everything would be just fine. And that's what we're going to do, you know what I'm saying? I pray that I'm a part of that, you know what I'm saying? Part of the hopefully elect. But that's what's going to be done with the children of Israel when they go back into power. The laws, statutes, and commandments going to be written on our minds and our hearts, and we're going to, run a real kingdom. Going to be no bullshit. You ain't going to have keep amending laws and doing all this silly shit. Having loopholes and shit for the rich, and just all that, just some bullshit, man. But anyway, just wanted to just touch on this real quick. I found it to be very interesting that this guy that owns X, and a lot of people done kind of left X too, if you've noticed that as well. I think it's another little spot. It's called Blue Ski, I think it's called. A couple other little, I think Trump, with his shit, he got his own little, but I think a lot of people kind of left X, when Trump, came in and all that. I guess that was supposed to have been their little protest against Elon Musk or whatever, being a part of Trump's bullshit. But anyway, man, to go on these sites like that, man, and do a poll, you're gonna get involved. But see, they know that people are into shit like that. They can easily see what the people really want. You know what I'm saying? And I remember back in the days, used to be talking about how people would basically be doing court online, and they do that shit with Zoom. You know what I'm saying? But we was, it was, kind of talk. It was being talked on as a level of if there's a murder trial, say for instance, you know what I'm saying, the world get to get in on it and just push a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You know how they used to do in them gladiator stadiums and shit. You know, if you get a thumbs down, they off with your damn head. If you get a thumbs up, they let you go, type of deal. You know, and that's it. You know. And this is pretty much what this internet and this social media and all this shit is pretty much coming down to when you really think about it, because you can be canceled just for saying something, or you can be put on this grand pedestal just for saying something. So they either with you or they're not. It's not like no in between. If they're with you, they want you to, you know, really rise and prosper. If they don't, if they're not with you, they want you to lose your damn job and go on the streets and be homeless. And it's just that, like, for real, for real. They're not thinking about the fact that you actually need to work and take care of your family as well. They just like, no, motherfucker, die. And this is the world that you living in, man, right now, man. So, you know, I'm gonna end out. You know, again, a lot of shit going on. Let's see on this United Nations discuss Russian invasion of Ukraine. You know, this is all this back and forth with that, because they really don't know what's gonna happen really when Trump takes office. But that dude over there not playing no games. He ain't stopping. He getting a lot more aggressive with taking over Ukraine. So it is what it is with that. They're still talking about funding. This guy's still talking about more weapons, more money, more. Like, motherfucker, how much more do you need? What are you doing with what you're getting? You see? Got NYPD arrest 21 pro-Palestinian protesters for disrupting the Macy's Day, the Macy's Thanksgiving parade. And they're like, nah, you ain't doing none of that. We're going to get your ass out of here immediately. 5 Democratic Congress members targeted with bomb threats at home. Boy, I tell you. Health officials say bird flu detected in second lot of raw milk sold in California. See, this is the second one. See, that's something to keep your eyeballs on too. So don't, you know, keep your eye, you know, keep your head on a swivel, you know, walk circumspectly, because this man is about to come down the pipe with something, man. It's only a matter of time. Let's get that, only a matter of time with this guy. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So we have to be circumspect, man, and, you know, keep watching this news, keep checking out what's going on out here. You know, that way, you know, we'll be ahead of the, you know, the game, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? With nothing to catch us off guard. You know, we're to be on top of this shit and watch. The Lord said to watch and pray. To be on top of this thing, man. To watch what every fucking move this clown making, man. We own it. Nothing is getting by us, man. You know, about the spirit and power of Yahweh, about H.I.M. Yahweh. We are on top of those towers with those goddamn binoculars, and we are scopeing this guy. We watching his ass, man. So, with that, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Kwame Allah and the Bible Ball.